to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Now they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Play action. It's Montana. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun. Here's Montana. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Vick now after the fumble recovery. They shakes him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Vick to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Vick readies to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cooper Kupp from 17 yards out. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they caught it up. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now Montana. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This returnable for Kupp. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's Vic. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10 for Montana and company. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 1st down, the run with Lynch. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another run. This time McCaffrey stays on his feet.
Missed.
This will not go down. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it is 28-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chase Young able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On second down, Montana. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But we're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter, I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw is Montana. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run again on 1st down. Lynch to about the 35, 2nd down. Taking him down is a veteran, Darrelle Revis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Montana to throw. Right back to Njoku. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Montana. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Montana. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. Despite the...
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the veteran Mike Vick. Of course, he had 6 seasons in Atlanta and then 5 in Philadelphia.
And how about the overhaul that his career took while he was in Philadelphia? Because he had gone through some times, right? Gone through some rough patches. Gets to Philadelphia, gets another opportunity. And in 2010, leads the Eagles to the playoffs and
he's the NFL Comeback Player of the Year.
And now he's back in the city of brotherly love. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Alert! Alert!
Here's Michael Vick. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Buffalo 18! Let's go!
It's a play fake. Now Vick. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Vick. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Aaron Donald gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's down the field to Moss, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll be Vick once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, Vick again. Touchdown, Eagles! Randy Moss Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Vick now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. Following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They run the quick dive with Allstott. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Kupp now on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Play action now, Vick. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll wind one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a give. It's Peyton. He can't get him down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hey, unlock line, alert.
They'll try to throw it here, Vic. And incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Throwing, Vic. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Vick's throw taken in by Moss. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First down, Vick. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
That's going to be caught by Moss. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Vick, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yard.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, defense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out is the 9-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro. At quarterback, it's Dan Marino.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. We see the first completion of the game there from the Dolphin great Dan Marino, and that never gets old.
No, it does not. In Miami, he accumulated over 61,000 yards passing, led the league 6 different times in completions. In a 17-year career, I saw every one of those years, and it feels like he led the league in completions way more than 6 times. Dan Marino had a magnificent run with the Miami Dolphins.
Marino to throw on 3rd. He had open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out will be the 4-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. We just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Here we go, here we go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
An inside run with Lynch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ready.
Lynch up the middle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run for it with Lynch. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it.
Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski from 6 yards away. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10, Marino once more. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Marino sets up. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Marino. And his throw is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, Marino. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Marshawn Lynch heading back out into the huddle. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cooper Kupp, 68 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Marino's 2nd down throw, incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Marino. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Marino's throw there incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stalled some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Marino to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Marino. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On play action, Vick. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
This will be the final play of the half. Vick going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Giants. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's 21-3. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Marino.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They go play action now. Marino.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Marino on play action. And it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Marino to throw it. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet,
there he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. McCaffrey running up the middle. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the shotgun, Marino. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Marino. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
Stephon Diggs down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Stephon Diggs, 51 yards. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing, Vick. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Justin Jefferson, 28 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now Marino looking to throw on second down. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Marino. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Marino.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Marino incomplete on the third down throw. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it.
get us started now. The kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
A second down throw for Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Cousins.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Cousins now.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Thorne.
And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
Vick in trouble, and down he goes.
John Randall dropping the hammer.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
As they've got it as we resume action. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Michael Vick.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
To throw, Vick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit,
Going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rob Gronkowski, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's all capped off by a Rob Gronkowski touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Cousins. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, here's Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll throw again. Cousins out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Chris Manhertz from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A second down throw for Vick. That's going to be caught by Moss. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Vick. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Vick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm. Things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point now by Boswell. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Vick to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. John Randall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Vick with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Running left, it's Hall. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So here's Vic following the interception. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Vic's throw taken in by Moss. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Three quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Vic now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Vic readies to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Vic's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Vic. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 2 touchdowns, Just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes,
and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Pass complete to Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Cousins again. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did. Get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by Michael Vick. Of course, a guy known well in this city. Spent his first 6 seasons in the NFL, Charles, as an Atlanta Falcon.
And let's face it, his career's been well chronicled. A lot of ups and downs that have been documented along the way. But the excitement level of him playing was just off the charts, wasn't it?
Off the charts. He was 04 Madden cover. Some call him a video game type quarterback.
He really was, and he did it well. And there was success in there, too, with his team. It wasn't just simply he was doing things on his own and his team wasn't translating and getting wins out of it. Remember that big sprint against Green Bay in the playoffs? He was something.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Throwing, Vick. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. The back deep, Cooper Kupp. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Oh, able to avoid him. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that weak secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Michael Vick. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Vick. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Here now, 3rd and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Trap 50.
To throw, Vick. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, on that line.
This is Foreman, draw play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now here's Vick. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Alert!
Vick to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Vick on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here we go.
4th down, Vick.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second down, Vic. Dancing to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Vic readies to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle by Troy Polamalu. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He may go.
Touchdown, Falcons. Marshawn Lynch, 70 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Vic will look to throw on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Chase Young
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Vic now.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. This returnable for Kupp. Oh, look at the juke. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That throw by Vick, incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Vick's throw taken in by Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, Vick. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check, 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 Panther. No, no.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing, Vic. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Vic to the air again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go now.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Off the play fake, Vic. And that is incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is playing?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get out the game.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now 2nd and 9.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Vick. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A first down throw coming for Vick. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here's Michael Vick. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.